Hello again, welcome to Bridlington. It's Friday the 22nd of September at 8:25 a.m. and within an hour there'll be a 5.2 metre high tide. These are the current conditions. Wind 9 miles an hour from west-southwest, UVI 0, air quality index 2. You can see the GPS coordinates there of Bridlington, and where I'm standing, it's where the boats used to be launched in days gone by. Turning round, this is Bridlington's South Pier, which we'll walk along just now. You can just see a tractor there cleaning up the South Shore beach, removing dead seaweed, ready for any remaining holidaymakers that may arrive or go onto the beach later on. The wind turbines there turning really well in this morning's breeze and looking, I think, really good in the low light. I think that's the beauty of coming to Bridlington at this time of day, especially in autumn. You get the low sun. It makes photography a lot better, I think. Here is Bridlington Harbour, and I'm filming this on what's now a 2-year-old iPhone 13 Pro Max, and this is the 0.5 lens. We'll just turn back for a moment to look further down the coast, because due to the low light you can just see some buildings further down. I'll try to zoom in as much as possible. So there's a caravan site there lower down the coast, and that coastline is eroding away. The earth cliffs gradually crumbling and falling into the sea. We can go right round. You could follow that coastline all the way around. It's over 30 miles right down to Spurn Point. This Bridlington South Pier used to be very popular for sea fishing for anglers. Many years ago, as a teenager, I used to come here with a 7-foot sort of heavy-duty sea rod with a multiplier reel with a braided rayon line, I think, trying to catch fish. Never caught anything. Saw 1 or 2 people catch crabs. That was about it. But I used to have a small boat about a 7 or 8 foot long inflatable with a British Seagull outboard motor, and used to go off South Landing at Flamborough Head and catch a lot of flatfish there, take them back home to West Yorkshire and cook them for evening meal. Here is we're approaching the crane on this wharf and the diesel refueling facilities. I think this is the diesel refueling pump. Yorkshire Bell there in the early morning light. You can see over there, starting at the top, the walkway where I usually walk along here when I'm taking these videos. That's where the eating area is, near the edge of the water, and at the back there you can just see the gypsy race dredger. Far too early for anything to be moving, perhaps except me. We set off about 5 a.m. from just south of Leeds this morning, and it was a beautiful trip coming across the York Plain there and up over the Yorkshire Wolds, with a low mist in the valleys and the air temperature 7 degrees in the valleys and warmer as you rose up onto the hills. And this is as far as you can go on this pier now. In days gone by you could walk right to the end. So we'll turn back now from Bridlington South Pier and explore the other side of the harbour. Lobster pots, of course. Lots of lobster pots. Bridlington, of course, being the lobster capital of the UK and probably of Europe. Now here's something new. We've never been down here before with the camera. Not much to see down there, but as I've said before, I do have a very vague memory of this being a wooden pier when I was about 2 years old, before it was replaced. If you ever decide to do this, there's loads of rope and things about. Be very careful you don't trip and go over the edge. I'm not confident there's a way out here, out of the water. Well, I can see a ladder over there. Here is the Yorkshire Bell and its tender, laid up now, seemingly for the end of the 2023 season, cruising season. Presumably at some point in the near future it will be going back up the Humber estuary, where I sometimes think it seems to get a refit every year or so. Now going to walk back off this central pier, which it may or may not be called, I think it is, and back onto our usual walk over there. Before we do that, I'll just point out the sailing cobbles. There's Venus, which I believe is about 100 years old, and here are the sailing cobbles. Gansey Lass on the left, Kathleen on the right. Moving around, we've got the much larger Three Brothers and Gratitude at the side of it. Now it's possible, in case you don't know, to join the Sailing Cobble Preservation Society at Bridlington and actually go out to sea on some of these cobbles, I believe. It's a big and very worthwhile move here at Bridlington to try to preserve and renovate these sailing cobbles from years gone by. The building in the centre there is Bridlington Harbour Commissioner's repair facility. Here is a young cormorant drying its wings. Here we are at the back of the harbour. It looks like here's a dead seabird. No surprise really when you consider the diesel I saw coming out of the harbour on the last video, the slick of diesel. If you'll remember from the last video I did, there was a slick of diesel fuel seemingly coming out of the harbour there. Here we are on the next trip. And there's a young dead seagull floating in the harbour. Are those two events connected? I don't know. There's the dead bird. If you just look at this is the state of the harbour. I wonder if that's some sort of fuel or oil container. With a low sun in the east, it's now 9:10 in the morning, and we can see the beautiful cliffs of Flamborough. On the 3x zoom now on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Here are the sea defences north of Bridlington Harbour. We're just about at high tide now, which today is 5.2 metres, as I mentioned earlier. Morning. Who knows what a seagull thinks? I wonder if it's contemplating the sad demise of its brother down there in the water. So for today, it's goodbye from Bridlington. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care now. Bye.